So I'm not a big fan of lane work, so let's have a look at some of the ways you can make a lane work drill a bit more productive. To start, as a typical example, we normally do lane work on the wing, up and down here. For starters, let's push it inside 50 so that we're simulating a forward entry kick. So we make it specific to a ground location. Might have one lane in the goal square coming out on the slide angle, and this lane here just having to hit that kick to a lead out this way. The second thing we can do to add more value to lane work is let's just drop a defender in here as a coach, so that instead of every time this kick to this forward just being a lead up, is we're going to add some decision making so that the kicker might have to execute a variety of kicks. So what happens is the defender will position himself, and based on where the defender positions, the forward will present away from that defender. So if he defends a space in front here, the forward might indicate and call it long out to the open or the fat side. So the kicker has the ball, and now all of a sudden has to kick a longer ball to the open side. That might be that the defender plays slightly there, the forward might go back, draw the defender back, and then pop up. So again, we've got a shorter kick to the lead. So based on how the defender's playing dictates where the forward moves to and then where the kick goes to. So we're getting double advantage here. One is that the forward has to read the defender, so rather than just mindlessly leading, he has to read the defender and lead to where the space is. And the kicker is not just in a groove or a routine of just kicking lead to a lead to a lead to a lead. He has to execute a variety of kicks in each repetition. And the value of each repetition by doing that is so much more. The research shows that if you can have some randomness in the type of repetitions you're getting, the better. So it could be a short kick to a lead, a long kick to the pocket here, it could be a long kick to the fat side. And the further step to add even more variation to the drill could be to vary the type of situation the kicker finds themselves in when entering the ball. So it might be, as we've said, we kick it to the forward on the open side here. We're going to throw in another coach. We're going to have a coach here. So kicker will kick the ball back to the coach, and then he will randomly throw the ball or pass the ball to this player here in any fashion. So he could just give him a handball, and then he runs and carries and enters the ball. He might throw the ball up in the air. This guy jumps, simulates taking the mark, and the coach stands the mark. So he then has to push off the mark. And then this forward down here, a really important teaching point is for him to time the lead. So if he leads when this guy's pushing off the mark, that's no good. He needs to wait for him to get back, get set, and then make his movement. Perhaps sell to the defender that he's going one way and then cut back another. Might be a good movement technique in that situation. The coach might also just vary up. Another option for how he feeds the ball in might be to feed the handball back, so the receiver curls around this way and then enters the ball. So there's just another variation. The coach varying how he enters the ball dictates the type of kick or entry into the forward line, and again the forward needs to read off that. So we've seen some variations in terms of making it ground specific, adding a defender in on the forward to vary the type of kick required and requiring the forward to make his movements by reading off the defender. And then we've seen how throwing a coach in, he can vary the type of way that the kicker receives the footy, and then that obviously dictates the type of kick and also dictates how the forward needs to move in response to how the kickers receive the ball. So there's just a few options of how we've gone from simple lane work that has little value to building up a nice little forward entry drill that's got some simple yet powerful decision making in it. And what you'll find is the value of those repetitions is so much more than just a closed lane work kicking drill. So have a go at that in your training and see if you can come up with even further additions or modifications to make it even better.